Hello students, in this lecture video, I'll be telling you about reproduction in human beings. So like we discussed in plants, there is a female gamete and a male gamete which is produced. Similarly, in human beings, the gametes are produced. Now these gametes are reproductive cells, the cells which are involved in reproduction. So firstly, let us see in these two paragraphs, there are certain changes in the body that occurs at the time of puberty. This paragraph deals with the changes which are common to boys and girls, and then there are changes which are different also in boys and girls. So these changes occurs at puberty, which is the teenage from 11 to 13 to 14 years of age. And during this time, the development of body takes place, which is referred to as secondary sexual characters, which makes a male look like a male and a female look like a female. So now we can see that there are growing of hair in the parts of different parts of the body. Then a thinner hair can also appear on legs and arms and face also. Then the skin becomes oily and that will lead to development of pimples or you can say acne. Then we have to be conscious and aware and we should always take this in a positive spirit because that is part of growing up. Other changes that take place which are different between boys and girls is in girls the breast size it increases and the area starts darkening. In boys there is thick hair growth on face, that is mustache and beard, and also the penis becomes enlarged in shape. Now all these changes which are taking place will take place over a period of months, which will have specialized functions, and that is the main function is sexual reproduction. So like I told you, there is formation of germ cells. So these germ cells are the gametes which will be formed in males and females. So let us look at it. In males, the sperm is the male gamete and ova or egg is the female gamete. So formation of sperm in males is called as gametogenesis in males, and formation of ova and egg in females is referred to as gametogenesis in females. So firstly, let us look at it how the male reproductive system is different from the female reproductive system and how the male reproductive system looks like. The male reproductive system is basically linked with the excretory system. You can see over here in this diagram, I'll just zoom this. So here what is there with the urinary bladder, there is the system of reproduction in males. Now, this is showing the abdominal cavity. Outside the abdominal cavity, there is testes. So this is one part being shown here, students. The other part is on the other side, means it is in pairs. Testes is in pairs. Because it is slightly outside the, you can say, abdominal cavity, it has a protective covering called as scrotum. What scrotum does? It helps to maintain the temperature below the, you can say, the body temperature for the maturation of sperms. Just now we talked about gametogenesis. Sperms are formed in these testes. Then through these tubes, vas deferens, it will be going here and connecting to seminal vesicle. And here we can see it is being combined with the urethra. Then prostate gland, and these are bulbourethral glands also here. This will help in nutrition of sperms, which will enhance its motility and provide maturation. Then the erectile region, that is penis, through that these will be excreted out along with the urine. So testes, it produces sperms and also a hormone, testosterone, which helps in the development of secondary sexual characters. These glands will help in maturation and providing nutrition to sperm, and through penis it is released inside the female body. So this is what is the human male reproductive system. And one more thing, in sperm there is tail which provides it motility. In case of females, the egg which is there, it is immotile. It is not at all movable. So the fertilization process, that is fusion of sperm and egg to form zygote, fertilization process occurs in the female reproductive system. Let me zoom here. Female reproductive system consists of ovary, oviducts, uterus, cervix, and vagina. So now in ovaries, again in pairs, there will be the formation of egg. Egg will be released. Then in the fallopian tube, if sperm reaches the female's body, fusion or fertilization will occur in the fallopian tube. After fertilization, zygote is formed. Okay, this is the zygote, for example, it is formed inside. And this will reach over here in the uterus, which is very much supplied with blood vessels for the development of the baby during pregnancy. So this zygote will keep on dividing and it will form embryo. This embryo will be implanted inside this uterus, and here then fetus will be formed, that is where organs are formed in the baby. And finally through this vagina, this will be the baby will be delivered. So that is why we can say the fertilization point is fallopian tube, implantation point is uterus, where the gestation or 9-month period is covered. During pregnancy, the cervix is closed with a mucus plug so that premature delivery of baby doesn't occur. Finally, through the vagina, normal delivery of baby occurs, and that is why this is called as birth canal. And inside uterus, development of baby occurs. So that is why uterus is called as a womb.